And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to Aaron and his sons, that they separate themselves from the Kadesh offerings of the children of Israel, and that they do not profane my Kadesh name, in what they kadosh to me. I am Yahweh. Say to them, any man of all your offspring throughout your generations, who draws near to the Kadesh offering which the children of Israel kadosh to Yahweh, while he has uncleanness upon him, that being shall be cut off from before me. I am Yahweh. Any man of the offspring of Aaron who is a leper or has a discharge does not eat the Kadesh offering until he is clean, and whoever touches what is rendered unclean by a corpse, or a man who has had an emission of semen, or a man who touches any creeping creature by which he would be made unclean, or any being by whom he would become unclean, even any of his uncleanness. The being who has touched it shall be unclean until evening, and does not eat the Kadesh offering, but shall bathe his body in water. And when the sun goes down, he shall be clean, and afterwards eat the Kadesh offerings, because it is his food. He does not eat that which dies or is mauled, becoming unclean by it. I am Yahweh. And they shall guard my charge, lest they bear sin for it and die thereby. When they profane it, I Yahweh kadosh them. And no stranger eats the Kadesh offering. A sojourner with the Cohen or a hired servant does not eat the Kadesh offering. But when the Cohen buys a beam with his silver, he eats of it, and one who is born in his house eats his food. And when a Cohen's daughter is married to a stranger, she does not eat of the Kadesh offering. But when a Cohen's daughter is a widow or put away, and has no child, and has returned to her father's house, as in her youth, she eats her father's food, but no stranger eats of it. And when a man eats the Kadesh offering by mistake, then he shall give a Kadesh offering to the Cohen, and add 1/5 to it. And do not profane the Kadesh offering of the children of Israel, which they lift up to Yahweh, or allow them to bear the wickedness of trespass when they eat the Kadesh offerings. For I am Yahweh who kadosh them.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to Aaron and his sons and to all the children of Israel, and say to them, any man of the house of Israel, or of the strangers in Israel, who brings his offering for any of his vows, or for any of his voluntary offerings, which they bring to Yahweh as a burnt offering. For your acceptance is a male, a perfect one from the cattle, from the sheep, or from the goats. Whatever has a defect you do not bring, for it is not acceptable for you. And when a man brings a peace offering to Yahweh to complete a vow or voluntary offering from the cattle or the sheep, it is to be accepted. Let there be no defect in it. Those blind or broken, or having a cut, or having an ulcer, or eczema, or scab, you do not bring to Yahweh, nor make an offering by fire of them on the altar to Yahweh. As for a bull or a lamb that has any limb deformed or dwarfed, you do prepare as a voluntary offering, but for a vow it is not accepted. Do not bring to Yahweh what is bruised or crushed or torn or cut, nor do it in your land. And from a son of a stranger's hand you do not bring any of these as the bread of your Elohim, for their corruption is in them, and defects are in them. They are not acceptable for you.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
When a bull or a sheep or a goat is born, it shall be 7 days with its mother, and from the 8th day and thereafter, it is acceptable as an offering made by fire to Yahweh. But do not slaughter a cow or a sheep and its young on the same day. And when you bring a slaughtering of thanksgiving to Yahweh, bring it for your acceptance. It is eaten that same day. Leave none of it until morning. I am Yahweh. And you shall guard my commands and do them. I am Yahweh. And do not profane my Kadesh name, and I shall be kadosh among the children of Israel. I am Yahweh who kadosh you, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim to be your Elohim. I am Yahweh.